Hey there, it's Karen from KC Sunshine Adventures, and today we are cooking, and we're cooking dog food today. I know that sounds weird, but hey, this is a really great recipe and easy to do for you working people, and it costs about $1 a day to feed your dogs on really high quality dog food. The dog food industry is unregulated, or I should say self-regulated. So there's lots of toxins and things in dog food that's really bad for them, and by making your own you can eliminate all of that. So stay with me and I'm going to show you how, and it's as easy as anything. Okay, so before we get cooking, I just wanted to introduce our fur babies. So here we go, we've got our Whippet Louie, and we've got Santa's little helper. And where are you, Gidget? Gidget! Gidget! Here she comes. Oh, okay, here's Gidget. So, we've got 3 different sized dogs, and we've been feeding them this dog food for about 2 years now. We've never had any health problems or issues with them, but they absolutely love it. So you're going to be able to see how they gobble it all up. So let's get cooking. So ingredients, I've got 1 kilo of minced beef. It's 3-star, okay, which is fine because it's got a little bit of fat on it, and the dogs need those fats, they're really important. I've got brown rice, I've got rolled oats, I've got plant-based proteins, 2 packets of soup mix, and I've got 2 packets of frozen mixed veggies. Now, if you have more time, you can actually chop up your own veggies, but it's as simple as this. My 2 trusty slow cookers here. Now, depending on how much time you've got, if you're here all day and you can keep your eye on it to give it a stir, put it on slow for 8 hours, or low for 8 hours, not slow. But if you're in more of a rush, put it on high for 4 hours. Okay, so really all it is about assembling stuff. I'm just going to cut open the meat and chuck it in, take the paper out. As I said, I'm making a double quantity because that feeds our 3 fur babies all week. Oops. The mixed veggies. So with commercial dog foods, they actually have a lot of preservatives in them, and the preservatives can actually cause problems. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me, Chris?
Yeah.
They can actually cause problems with thiamine deficiency as well. So, because they interact and cause problems with that. So it's a good reason, another good reason to make your own. Okay, the plant-based proteins, in they go. So dogs are omnivores. So in nature, they would have eaten meat, they would have eaten berries, they would have eaten a bit of this and a bit of that, and they actually are not meant to be total carnivores. It's the sulfite preservatives in commercial dog food that have been found and linked to thiamine deficiencies in dogs. The other things that commercial dog foods do, they use really low quality meats, but that's beside the point. But they cook them at really high temperatures of 200 to 300 degrees Celsius, which denatures the proteins and makes it really hard for actually dogs to absorb those amino acids that are really important for them. Okay, so now the rolled oats. Now this is not an exact science either, this recipe, but I just put a good splurge of both in there. The oats is really great source of fibre. Now with the rice, the brown rice, I'm actually just going to put a cup of that in there. Hopefully I can do that without getting it everywhere. Okay. So I actually haven't used all of them, so it is, I'll show you the costing, but it'll actually be less than $1 a day. Then, if you've got any food scraps, I've just got some carrot tops and stuff that I'm going to chuck in here. But any bits of broccoli, pumpkin, any of those sorts of things, fine to add. Just don't add onion, garlic, or what was the other thing? Mushrooms. I thought I'd remember them. Mushrooms are magic for everyone else, but not dogs. All right, then what you do is just with water, you just cover everything. Now you may need to add a bit more water as it cooks. I need a kitchen hand to clean up my mess. I don't have a lot of time today, that's why I've used the frozen veggies, but often I'll buy some pumpkin, carrots, things that are on special, even cabbage sometimes, and just chop them all up in my Thermomix and use that. But when I have got less time, I just go the frozen veggies. Now, I might just add a little bit more water to that. Now, if you're doing this recipe and introducing this to your dog, I would suggest just give it a little bit to start off with, and make sure that your dog likes it and it agrees with its tummy. We've never had any problems with ours, and our dogs love it. Gidget's the fussiest one, but she likes it. But I know other times I've fed them to an older dog, and it turned its nose up at it. So yeah, you just got to see how you go. Now, give it a good stir. It's very colourful. Now, as the cooking process goes on, you just stir it from time to time. I'll show you what it's like when it's cooked, but generally at the end of 4 hours on high, it's well and truly cooked. But if you have got longer time, then put it on for the 8 hours. So I'm just going to turn that one on, give this one a stir. Now you keep this in the fridge, and yeah, just dish out the amount that you would normally give with other dog foods as well. So, all right, that's enough stirring now. We'll let the magic happen. Put those lids on there, put that there. I'll just show you my skirt. You probably saw it before. I thought I don't have a dog brooch. I can't believe I don't have a dog brooch. I'm gonna need to get one. But my little dachshund skirt, very cute little pockets. I thought I'd wear that for today. Okay, so now for those of you who are worried that this might not be nutritionally sound, I just wanted to reassure you, I've done a bit of nutritional investigations. It's really hard actually to be able to find nutritional requirements for dogs that don't come from dog food companies, and they could be a little bit biased. But I did find a European one, and I ticked off that actually everything that a dog requires is in this dog food. So there's vitamins A, D, E, K, B1, B2, B6, B12, there's fibre, there's fats, there's zinc, there's selenium, there's iron, there's niacin, I'm probably repeating myself, there's phosphorus, there's calcium, there's magnesium, there's potassium, there's zinc, there's copper, there's manganese, there's folate, there's pantothenic acid, so there's everything really in it, as well as that protein that they need and the fats too. You could put a little bit more of olive oil in it, but I tend to not worry about that. Our dogs are really healthy and have beautiful shiny coats. So it is a complete food for them. Now, I don't know if you can recall, but in 2018 there was a recall of a popular dog food, and several dogs, including Australian police dogs, actually died from it. And more recently, sorry, I've made notes, In 2017, there were over 200 reports of sickness and death in a commercial pet food sold from a well-known supermarket chain that we know in Australia, and they didn't ever accept responsibility for it. So I feel more comfortable feeding our dogs dog food that we know what's in it. And you know, we've had recent things that come to light about the racing horse industry and what happens to them. So yeah, I know what is absolutely in this. I wouldn't mind to make my dogs vegan, but at this point in time, they are having their beef. Yeah, that's another discussion. But anyhow, I'll show you when these are cooked and what they're looking like during the cooking process. Okay, so as you can, I hope you can see, all the fluid's been absorbed. The rice is sort of plumped up. This is ready. So I can turn this off now. Obviously, I've got to let it cool down. I forgot to mention before that everything in this you could eat it. It's all for human consumption, but in this case, it's for dogs. But yeah, it's all stuff that we could eat. Probably wouldn't be that tasty, because one of the other things I forgot to say before was that I don't put any salt in it, which in a lot of commercial dog foods they do. So anyhow, we'll wait till this cools down and then give it to the pooches. Okay, so I bought most of the ingredients from Aldi. So I bought the mixed veggies, the beef mince and the rice, and that was $16.55. I couldn't get all the ingredients from there, so I had to go to Woolies, and I bought the soup mix, which was $3.40 for 2 packets, and a packet of rolled oats. So I worked out with all of that, and you get 7 days for 3 dogs, and it's just under $1 a dog. So it's really exceptionally good value. So as you can see, it is as simple as that. You could, if you're working, you could put it on before you go to bed and it's ready in the morning. It's really, like, it's less time than, I shouldn't say buying your dog food, because you've got to go buy the ingredients, but it's really, really simple and really cheap and affordable and nutritious. So I encourage you to give it a go, and we will put the recipe up for you. As I said, you can vary it a little bit, but there are some things to stay away from: the onion, the garlic and the mushrooms. Of course, we all know that. And chocolate. No, not like you're going to put chocolate in it. But anyhow, if you liked this video, give it that thumbs up. We would really love for you to subscribe to our channel. I'm going to be doing some more cooking. I haven't actually, this is the first thing I've cooked, but I want to do more of that. So if you'd like to see more of that, please let me know. So ciao meow from me for now, and from our dogs who are possibly sleeping.